wow, that video, oh my gosh. And I have to wear my glasses, even though I made this speech 16-point font, I still can't see it, so I'm gonna read a little bit. But I also love that I have a connection with Lane, who I've never met before today. I almost picked the same song. That was my song. Favorite, love it. And that would have been funny if we went back to back with the same walk-up song. Anyway, love you, great taste, thank you. So something that's really important to me is that this is the 50th anniversary of Title IX. So, as you all know, 1972 changed the lives of so many girls and women like me. This legislation made a difference. Think about this. According to the Women's Sports Foundation, since Title IX legislation was passed in 1972, there has been an increase in girls playing varsity sports from approximately 294,000 in 1972 to over 3.4 million today. Awesome, right? And in college, 15% of women competed in collegiate sports in 1972 compared to 44% last year. When I entered high school on the south side of Chicago, there was only a boys team to play on. But in my sophomore year, the boys coach said, yeah, I'll coach the girls team, sure. My coach, his name was Don Vish, he didn't know what he was getting into coaching girls. He led us to several Illinois state titles, but in our first year at states, we lost in the semis. He had to call his wife to ask what to do with a car full of crying girls. She wisely suggested taking us out for ice cream, and we went on to win the consolation game. And once I started playing water polo in high school at that level, it was in the blood, right? I wanted to play in college, but at the time there was very few options. We all had to find club teams. So I wrote a letter to the editor of Swimming World magazine. This is approximately 1981. And I said, I need to find a water polo team to play in college. And swimming was the closest next thing. So that's how I found Slippery Rock and my coach, Doc Hunkler. And it was late. It was senior year, April. And I found the school, so it's in Pennsylvania. I went and visited with my family. And on my recruitment trip, I watched the women practice. And then we went back to their apartment for lunch. And while they ate their candy from their Easter baskets, I was treated to a piece of fried fish from the local creek. Because Doc Hunkler said to them, I want her to have a really nice lunch, so she'll come to school here. Kind of gross to think about. So, I mean, I was thrilled. I found a team. I was so excited. And that summer, I played in JOs. None of you knew probably that JOs was in North Carolina in 1981. And prior to that, Milwaukee. But also, what I didn't know was my referee would be my future national team coach. Sandy Nita was reffing a game I was playing in with my Chicago team, and she asked me, oh, are you going to play for college, when you get to college? And I said, yes, I'm going to play at Slippery Rock. And she said, good for you, you're going to play for Doc. And I said, yes, I'm so excited. And I was also very surprised anyone else had heard of Slippery Rock. And playing for Doc Hunkler was amazing. Anyone who's played for him knows he's fun, he's a great coach, and full of adventures. So I was used to long distance driving with my family going to water polo tournaments. And that's a good thing, because in my freshman year at Slippery Rock, we drove from Pennsylvania, it's western Pennsylvania, to San Diego Club Nationals. Slippery Rock University gave us 2 station wagons to drive to California. And we drove for 52 hours straight because we had no money for motels. This is the pioneering days. We all know these pioneering days, right? On the way home, we had to sleep in a gas station after nationals. One night we ran out of gas. We had just enough to get to the gas station that Lynn Comer and Doc somehow found, and we had to sleep in the gas station until they opened the next day, and then we could drive the rest of the way. One of those stories you don't tell your parents until now. Another favorite memory of mine was from senior year at Collegiate Nationals. We were in San Diego again, but now it was Collegiate Nationals. And the night before our first game, I had food poisoning. Doc gave me the couch so I could sleep, and he slept on the floor with the team. So just another example of his amazing coaching. And those of you who have known Doc, who knew Doc, have probably seen him pace and maybe stroke his beard and, oh me, oh my, ooh, worry. And so the next day I was walking way too slowly to get to the pool. And so after a few of his stressful, comments, he said, all right, up you go. Gave me a piggyback ride to the pool. However, it didn't really help because I majored out, thanks to Sherry. Thank you very much. Majored out in the second quarter because I was so dehydrated. But playing at Slippery Rock was just the best experience. And being just an 8 hours drive from Chicago, many more athletes were introduced to this high-level collegiate program. And Doc also helped me gain the skills I needed to become a member of the national team, and he helped many other athletes at our school. And when I played for Sandy Nita on the national team, even more experiences, it led to even more experiences that were awesome, like playing with my sister Erica at World Championships in Perth. And I earned a travel and training grant from the Women's Sports Foundation. And I also got to represent USA Water Polo because of that grant at a Women's Sports Foundation event, which was held at the White House, and I got to meet First Lady Barbara Bush. But the best takeaway really is the lifelong friendships. And my teammates have become like sisters, and coming to Masters Nationals is like coming to a family reunion. It's fantastic. And I just think, without Title IX, we wouldn't have had these experiences. But today, because of Title IX, not only folks our age, but young athletes have people to look up to. They have Olympians, like Melissa Seidemann. I took pictures of my nieces with her at a 10 and under tournament, and they were thrilled. And they have these Olympians to aspire to be like. And in fact, and they have great opportunities, like my niece this summer, Claire Billish, my brother Joe's daughter, won the 10 and under national championships at JOs. 10 and unders had, they had 15 10 and under girls teams. I mean, that is fantastic. It's just, the growth is amazing. And one more thing, my daughter, she was in one of the pictures, she also benefited from Title IX. She won a scholarship to row at USC. She won a real scholarship to row at USC. I know, it's real. So while Title IX created many opportunities for girls and women, the main reason my siblings and I became athletes was really thanks to my parents. My mother did not have these opportunities when she was young, but she loved to see us have a chance to play and succeed. And my dad, he was an athlete, he was a PE teacher, he was a coach. We didn't have a choice. Everyone in the family had to play a sport. And we continue to live by the family motto that he coined, that many of my friends here know. Did you get your workout in? Daily question. And he really would have loved to have been here today. And I'm honored to receive this award alongside this amazing class of talented members, and to join those honored before us. And I want to thank USA Water Polo and the Hall of Fame Committee and everyone who's here today to celebrate it. It's really, really a sweet event. Thank you so much.